All right, so I just wanted to go over several hot stocks that are in play right now, but also tell you about my own personal situation because I'm traveling and that does affect my trading. This is an article that just came out yesterday in the Palm Beach Post. Investment Wiz to donate $10,000 to the Lord's Place. So this is happening later this afternoon. The Lord's Place is this incredible charity that really helps struggling families and individuals get back on their feet. And, I have $300,000 now to donate thanks to my How to Make Millions DVD, all of which has gone to charity. And I've donated roughly, like 20,000 so far. This will make it 30,000. So I'm finding people to help using this DVD money. A lot of people think I make the DVDs just to make money. No, I'm giving this DVD all away so that you don't think that. And more importantly, so we can help these kinds of people. There's a lot of less fortunate people out there. They need someone helping. So if you go to howtomakemillions.com and get the DVD, every single dime that we make from that DVD goes to charity. It's roughly, I think, like $305,000 now in just a few months. People love it. It's a 35-hour DVD. I hope you're enjoying it. I put every single thing I know into it. So anyways, the reason why I bring this up is because I've been traveling. So the past 2 days, I've been MIA. I've been in for a few hours, out for a few hours. I made roughly $1,000 yesterday, and then today I made a few $100. So I'm kind of a part-time trader at this point. And I just want you to understand that because, I think it's a really good lesson. Sometimes you're going to travel. Sometimes you're going to be busy. And if you can make $1,000 while you're traveling, or a few $100 for a few minutes work today, that's good money. I understand that it's not like the millions of dollars that you think that you deserve, but you got to start small, and you also have to understand your schedule and understand what the opportunities are. So I just want to show you. I got into trading today at 10:03 a.m. Eastern. I am just, I don't know, I'm getting old. Traveling kicks my ass now. I was up at 7 a.m. Eastern, and then I was like, oh, let me go back to bed. I'll take a little hour and a half nap and still be up before the market opened. Nope, 10 a.m. I'm just exhausted. So I missed Gene crashing, and I missed CHGG, an earnings winner dip buy. I'll go over them in a second. I want to go over all the 6 trades that I see right now. But first I want to talk about some of these people. I just copied and pasted straight out of the chat room. 3,000. This was an awesome trade. He bought BIOC at 230 and he sold it at 430. Freaking awesome. Doubling his money in just a few days. Marcus made $300 on ZAGG in just 10 minutes. Ed, I don't know what this says. I just an Apple monitor. Oh, I guess he's just working off one monitor. Made $800 with BOC my second week. And then I got in, at roughly 10 a.m. and I saw an opportunity to short Gene at 660. Thank you, E-Trade, my new favorite broker, for having shares to short. All of you should have E-Trade or consider it as one of your brokers, just because their minimums are so low, and now they have shares to short of stocks like Gene and CAPN. Anyways, I shorted just a few thousand shares at 660. I was short yesterday at, what was my average? 707? Yeah, 707-ish. But I covered because I knew I was traveling. And also, it didn't crack the way I wanted. I expected a big late day crash right here when it cracked below 7. Couldn't get it. Today it was fading all pre-market. I would have shorted this first morning spike from 640 to 670. I would have been short probably. My guess is like 5,000 shares at like 670 or 665, and I would have covered at like 640 and made $1,000. But I missed that. I did catch the second bounce here. The high was 662. I got short at 660, and then I just covered here at around 640-ish, just because there is multi-day support going back here at 620, 630-ish. So it's probably going to take it out. But given my traveling schedule, I have to leave for this charity in like 45 minutes, and then I'm really going to meet with these families and spend a lot of time there all afternoon. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to, trade much. I'm going to try. I did make nearly $8,000 during my Men's Journal article photo shoot. So it is possible, but it's just tougher when you're doing things to trade. So keep that in mind. So I shorted at 660, and then I saw, this other guy, Nomad, said, good freaking video with how to make millions. I followed your YouTube channel, bought some of your old material, subscribed to your long-term alerts. However, hands down, that how to make millions is your finest work. I like that, so I saved it. And then roughly 20 minutes after my initial trade alert, I covered, in the 640 range. And then Sinister also said, he made 30 cents a share that Tim always talks about. So I like making 20, 30, 40, 50 cents. I don't really like 20 cents, but given the situation, given my time crunch, I had to take it. If I wasn't leaving, I'd probably still be short Gene, just because I think it's going to crack the 630 level today, if not tomorrow, and head down to the 5s. But there's always a chance that it squeezes back. Anyways, here are the trades that I am watching. CAPN, again, E-Trade had shares to short. This entire run up here from into the 7s and actually touching 8, now down to 6. E-Trade has had shares to short. Fantastic new broker for 2015, and it's up on Seeking Alpha hype. It's BS, and it's already up a ton. This was not BS. This was up due to announcing a new product. And congrats to several Trading Challenge students who bought right here during my live Trading Challenge webinar, where I was like, watch 480. It's a breakout over the morning bounce attempt. And before I could even do my alert, or before I could even open my software, because my Trading Challenge webinars are live, so you have, every single Trading Challenge student could hear what I was going to do. And so it's pretty much impossible to do a trade when every other student is doing the trade before you, which is cool because it was a dead-on trade and the stock spiked $2 a share. That's the beauty of the Trading Challenge. But now it's up way too much and it's a potential short every day. So congrats to those of you who didn't sleep in this morning like I did. Gene, again, still a potential short. It's back up to 655 now, so that makes me look good why I covered when it couldn't take out the day low. Just like yesterday, it's a lot of people get scared shorting these penny stocks. They're so volatile, and you don't have to be scared if you follow the rules. If you're short a stock and you think it's going to take out a key support level, whether it's a one-day support level or intraday or 3 days, if it doesn't take out that support level, just cover. And it's not scary. I would be roughly break even right now if I was still holding, and I'd be stressed because I'd be leaving in a few minutes, and I would be like, oh, I should have covered for a few $100. And a lot of people wouldn't do that. A lot of people are like, screw a few $100. I'm going for a few thousand. Tim always covers too quickly. I don't mind making a few $100 if I'm in a kind of a bind for time and the stock isn't doing what I want. It takes the fear and anxiety out of trading. Simply cover for a few $100, or maybe sometimes you may even make $50. I have some trades where I make like $100 or $200, and people email me and they're like, why do you even care about making $100? You're a multimillionaire. When you're a multimillionaire, and every single millionaire trader you ask will tell you this, it's not about the money anymore. I have so much money, I'm donating, I'm giving it away. There's more money than I can spend. But it's about executing trades well and in taking what the market will give you. So sometimes you'll make $50. Sometimes, making $50 or $100 is better than a $500 loss if you hold on. So don't knock making a little bit of money. Try and follow price action and trade the best you can given the setups and given your schedule. BIOC and EYES are the two most volatile stocks. I haven't even traded them because, frankly, with my schedule, I'd have to look at these very closely because they can get away from you very quickly. BIOC is definitely a potential short. I don't know why it's saying 421. Is that a typo? Is my internet acting up? BIOC. Yeah, it's 470. This will be a good short eventually, but I just don't know. And given my schedule, I don't want to be in the most volatile stocks, UIES also, this will be a potential short soon, but it's volatile and it's up a ton. So I don't know how to play it when it's moving so fast and when my schedule is moving so fast. And then ASTI and CHGG are less volatile, but they're earnings winners. I was buying ASTI near support at 140-ish yesterday. I sold at nearly 150-ish. Today it's up. It actually hit 160-ish. So that was a pretty good dip buy. I didn't time it exactly right, but again, travel gets in the way. Buying earnings winners on dips. CHGG is an earnings winner, and you had two opportunities to buy this at support. I was trying to buy it here at 815, 817, and I missed my execution. This was going to be my first trade of the day. It was right during this green candle when I saw it, and I was like, oh my God, 815. And why is 815 important? Because if you go back and look at the recent chart, you can see here the high was not there, right here. 812 was the high. So 815 should act as support. That's the beauty of earnings winners. And, had I been executed, that would have been some nice money, buying in here at 815-ish, 820-ish, and it went all the way to 850. So 30 cents a share of upside. Nothing huge, but pretty predictable. And then again, it just dropped to 825, and it's back to 840. There's different kinds of ways to make money. Whether you want to make 30 cents a share, I don't know where the bounce is going to go to, but I do know where technical support is in the past. And CHGG was at 812. So buying at 815, especially after a morning dip, pre-market it touched 870. So you're buying 60 cents a share, nearly 10% discount, and you're just aiming for a bounce. This is the bounce there. And ASTI, let me pull that up real quick just so you understand. It was support going right here, that 140-ish, going back to late 2014. You had the big spike on earnings, and I bought it on the dip here at 140-ish, 141 yesterday, and it didn't bounce as much as I wanted. I was flying, and the flight attendant was like, there's a 50-50 shot of having Wi-Fi. This was yesterday. I bought it right here, and it was bouncing nicely, but I wasn't sure if there was going to be Wi-Fi, so I took the profits. That's how I made roughly $1,000. Came down, held 140 again, so you could have bought it on the dip here. It actually crashed through 140 briefly, but you had two opportunities to buy it on the dip here at 140, and then today it went all the way up to 160, and I missed that. I don't know if I would have bought it here at the open at 145, 148. I probably wouldn't have. I probably would have been watching Gene too much. But no matter where you bought it here at 140-ish, and sold it, if I sold it at 150 or sold it at 147 or sold it at 160, there's upside either way. So if you're buying earnings winners on dips near technical support, even if you're traveling, it's very tough to lose money and not make money. It's just a question of how much will it bounce and how is your schedule. So I want you to understand this stuff because a lot of people think that you need to be in front of your computer 24/7 to make money. But if you're prepared, if you understand these patterns, if you watch my How to Make Millions DVD, and I'm really reinforcing these kinds of patterns and these rules over and over and over again over 35 hours, it's ingrained in your mind, and that way you can live life and you can try and trade a little bit on the side if you want. Making a few $100, making $1,000 in a day. And remember, I'm trading with a small account this year, so I'm kind of like you. In the past, I've traded with $1 million, and it fine. I'm wrong, and I still make $2,000 or $3,000 because I'm taking such a big position. Now I'm taking small ass positions, and this is real life. But if I can make a few $100 or a few $1,000 in a day, you can too. So focus on earnings winners. Focus on pump and dumps. This is my patterns and this is my rules. So I am gonna go off to West Palm Beach right now, and I'm gonna go help out some families. So I'm excited about that. Thank you guys. I'll see you in the chat room in a little bit.